creative are you? Do you think of yourself as a creative person? So many times when we think about creativity, we think about arts and crafts, but creativity is really the process of creation. And from that viewpoint, all human beings everywhere have the ability to create. Think about it. We're all creative. We create opportunities for ourselves. We create relationships. We create problems inside our own minds. We create workplace conflict. We are creating everywhere that we go. And today, there's never been anything more important than creativity in the workplace, and it's a uniquely human skill that we need to tap into. And so, in the spirit of helping you to ignite innovation and to tap into your own power to create, I want to introduce you to someone who has been an inspiration to me, one of the most creative people that I know. Her name is Morgana Shaw, and she's an actress who's appeared in dozens of films. She's worked with Tessa Thompson, she's worked with Diane Keaton, she's appeared in movies with Drew Barrymore, and many, many others. In fact, she's even been on the television series Salem.
Traitor. No.
You've come here to kill me.
It would be within my right to do so. The code of the hive is clear. But no, we've agreed to spare you.
I want names of others.
I know of no others.
Again?
No! I swear I'm innocent!
That's right, Morgana appeared on Salem for 3 seasons, and she was also recently in the movie American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story with Zachary Levi.
Well, what he means is he wants to drive a black truck.
Right. Hey, I'm Kurt. I'm here for Brenda.
I figured. Otherwise, I'd be, calling the police.
This is Morgana Shaw. Thank you so much for coming on camera and sharing some ideas about creativity. Morgana is going to be with Karen Mangia and I at the Ignite Innovation event that's happening in August in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I couldn't think of anybody better to join us for this conversation about creativity. Where do you go for inspiration for these characters that you create? Where do you find them?
Oh, where do I find them? I dig deep. I mean, I do a lot of work to find who the characters really are. I want to be authentic with the character development. I want to know them backwards and forwards. I want to do the work, so that I can bring the reality of this character to life in a way that either moves people, touches people, or moves the story forward always. So it's an exciting process. It's really fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, but isn't anything that's worth it really?
You said a mouthful there. And how do you deal with the pressure? I mean, you're on set, you're doing a scene with someone like Tessa Thompson, or how do you, inside this environment where there are marks to hit and lights and cues and all this kind of stuff, how do you show up at your best and bring that creativity that's uniquely yours? How do you do that?
Well, you just hit it something for me. The first thing you have to know is that you're there because they want you there. You would not be there if they didn't want you.
Right.
So I think what happens is for the ones who get scared and get nervous and the things, you start doubting that. And that's the difference. You have to do the work. You have to own it. You have to know you're wanted or you wouldn't have gotten the job. And when you're around people of that brilliant integrity of artistry, they help you bring your A game because they're bringing theirs. And listen, they're not like expecting you to be less than what you are. I think that where it gets complicated is when we get in our own heads, and we start second guessing. So how do you not do that? You have to do the work. You have to get down, do whatever it takes so that no matter what comes in your way, all of a sudden the director changes the lines or the writers change the lines on you last second, and you have to know this new script in front of these major stars and the camera's right there. Matter of fact, 3 cameras, whatever. But that's what makes you better because you have to up your game.
Right.
And how do you do that?
Well, you bring your own brilliance,
Yes.
and that's what I see on the screen every time that I see you. And if what Morgana is saying resonates with you, if you'd like to understand how to approach work from a deeper place, so that you can show up in a more powerful way, free from some of that intimidation, that imposter syndrome, so that you can show up without yourself on your mind, so that you can really bring your A game and show up in a different way. That's really what Ignite Innovation is all about. We're going to be at the Heartland Film in Indianapolis, Indiana, and it's an opportunity for you to join us, to join Karen Mangia, myself, and Morgana. We're going to be talking about how to ignite your creativity so that you can show up differently. Karen Mangia, she's the author of a book called Success from Anywhere, and she has insights to share that can help us to perform at our best. And when we perform at our best, that's when we access that brilliance, and we're free from any kind of intimidation. You know that you can show up differently. You know that there's a better way, an easier way. And that's what we're going to be exploring at the Ignite Innovation Workshop. The details are here on the website. Please take a look around. And if this is a fit for you, join us and access greater creativity. Morgana, thank you so much for joining us for this event in August and for sharing your thoughts today and sharing your brilliance on screen every time you show up.
Thank you, Chris. I'm super excited about being part of this. It's gonna be a blast.
Join us.